all around.
PlaceHolder. PlaceHolder. I love it. It sounds so sophisticated and, dare I say, exotic. You know what else I think might be PlaceHolder? I better not say. You seem like good kids.
Disease. A disorder of structure or function in a human, animal, or plant, especially one that has a known cause and a distinct group of symptoms, signs, or anatomical changes. Salutations, slime balls. I'm back. Right on schedule as well, if you can believe it. Which you probably shouldn't at this point, but hey, I've been busy, alright? I went to see Limp Bizkit in real life. I also lost a good half a band on summer activities. Plus, I've been working on that podcast that all the kids are always talking about. All that without even finishing this season, block, whatever you want to call it. And to the, holy cow, 84 of you people who stuck with me through all of this time, thank you. With all that being said in a self-justifying manner, allow me now to shift the blame away from my lazy as hell habits to that which truly spearheaded my very infamous disappearance. That something also conveniently aligning with our story time here today. Illness. My favorite excuse as to why I can't do any form of social activity. Unfortunately, actually being sick is a completely different story. And for the first time in years, I have actually genuinely been sick. You see, I have the immune system of a god. Lesser god, little g. So when pestilence finally visits my dormitories, it brings me a bottle of wine. And sickness is how my summer kicked off this year. Like puke sick, not double ollie backflip sick. But to prove my dedication to bringing you these very cool videos, I actually did record an alternate version of this video while actively encumbered.
Let's cut the small talk, folks. I'm pretty freaking sick.
But my time, while halfway out to pasture, had in fact allowed me to reflect on the many times I'd been as sick as I was at the beginning of the month of July 2025. So today I'll bring you the tale of the time I got so sick, it not only drove my brother to leave the state, it also drove God further away from me as well. Now, I've been very sick very many times. I've had appendicitis, nephrolithiasis, and a bad case of being a sleepyhead. But we don't dabble in sesquipedalian medical linguistics on this channel. If there's a doctor that happens to be watching this, keep your diagnosis to yourself. I'm half convinced it was a curse anyway. Now, this little anecdote took place back when I still lived at home. My brother had come to visit us for a couple free weeks of freeloading before moving across the country. Who could blame him? Always a good time. Now, there's nothing out of the ordinary that day. Chilling, arguing, and killing people on various PlayStation games. Usually each other. And it was a moment like this that let the osmosis in. In one of these very same moments, something dubious began to stir. At first, it felt like just a tickle in the back of my throat. But then, slowly, I realized I was mistaken. Within maybe an hour, I developed the craziest, most diabolical flu I have ever had. You see, for the majority of my life, my spouts of sickness are usually ushered in after a night of sleep. If I am sick the day before, I've never been able to notice. So I've either only experienced days of health and days of sick and dying. This time, not only did I notice I felt myself getting sick, the room noticed too. Because suddenly, that little tickle turned into a level 5 quarantine situation. Now, I don't know if this was a cold, the flu, or the beer virus, but whatever it was malicious in nature. I felt fine 1 minute, and then suddenly I could no longer breathe. As mentioned, I've never felt myself get sick before. So with full confidence, I thought this was the end for me. I was done for, and in the comfort of my own home too. In that short amount of time, I went from sounding like a new electric car to sounding like Mac from Always Sunny. Naturally, I'm looking for something to curb this disease, whatever it is. And I end up crawling on the floor, trying to bargain with God like he sent this 11th plague to my house specifically. God, if you let me live, I swear I'll never enjoy my free time ever again. Now I'm just crawling around, freaking everybody out. Suddenly I look like I'm about to be put down by Rick Grimes. I'm scaring my brother and shit. He's also half convinced that this was the end for me. Jesus Christ, man, are you okay? You need like a glass of water or something? What
the hell is this? What is this, the silent treatment? Yeah, I'm just trying to help you out here, man.
Fine, you know what? You wanna fucking have a Nile plague? Then you go ahead. My ass is not about to get stopped from moving halfway across the country or this shit. Moral of the story, folks: drink plenty of vitamin C, don't piss off your local god, and avoid evil curses. I sure hope you've enjoyed this sick video, and thanks for sticking around this long. I appreciate you specifically. I will mostly be back for regular scheduled content from here on, especially since our 1 year's finally coming up. I can hardly believe it. Anyhow, like or subscribe, feel free to comment something, I guess, and let's see. Don't forget to hug your mother, dab up your brothers, and call your father. Till next time, my holders, goodbye! Test, test, test. I'm finally healthy. I can talk like a normal person. Oh, gosh. Okay, let's see if this microphone still holds up.